The Ivory Coast and Ghana make up 60% of the world's cocoa exports, yet there are 2.1 million child slaves working on these farms, violating the 4th article in the Universal Human Declaration of Rights. The Ivory Coast is in a poor economic state, and the children are often sold off to traffickers by their own family members, or go in an attempt to provide for their family, lied to, and convinced that there's good pay. And despite the chocolate industry making $103 billion annually, children forced to go into chocolate farms get less than $1 for a day's work, and 23% of people who survive reported getting nothing at all. The average age of the laborers ranged from 12 to 16, but many as young as 5 have been found working into adulthood. They have to do hard, dangerous labor, such as using axes, swinging it towards their hands, and many kids have scars from hitting themselves. They carry heavy loads and use harmful pesticides. They are abused, being whipped and beaten if they don't work fast enough. In some cases, when they try to escape, they would cut open the bottom of their feet and be forced to drink urine and beaten. They are kept inside at night to prevent them from escaping, only given scraps of food, oftentimes isolated from each other. Former enslaved Ali Diabate spoke to his experiences, saying, "The beatings were part of my life. Anytime they loaded you with bags and you fell while carrying them, nobody helped you. Instead, they beat you until you picked it up again." Most workers don't go to school, which violates a law in the Ivory Coast, yet no one is taking actions to hold people accountable for it. Big corporations like Nestle, Hershey, and Mars all promise to stop using child labor, yet little change has been seen. But what can you do to help? Stop buying and supporting companies that get their chocolate from child labor. It's hard to know what companies are ethical because even third-party verifiers only visit 10% of farms. Instead, buy from brands that can track and verify where they get their cocoa from. Many companies, such as Hershey's with Kit Kats, Crackles, Recess, Almond Joys, Hearth, Kisses, Payday, and others, Nestle with Who Has 100 Grand, Crunch, Baby Ruth, Butterfinger products, Mars with Snickers, Twix, M&M, Revels, and others, Cargill products, Maldes with Oreos, Toblerone, Chips Ahoy, Berry Cable Nut, and Olam, Lindor, and Godvita have all faced lawsuits concerning these child labor laws. What about some brands that are credible and ethical? Well, there's Unreal, Equal Exchange, See's Candies, Alter Ego, Divine, Philip and Ashley Chocolates, and the list goes on. If you want to know if your chocolate is ethically sourced or which ones aren't, go to slavefreechocolate.org.